Hey,
Hello.
what's up?
How's it going?
Oh my gosh, this is exciting because we talk about travel all the time right here on Converge Media. But welcome to the Black Media Matters Studios.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us. We have to say that this is like a dream for us because we love Converge, and we even said like one day we want to be on it, and now here we are.
It's wild.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Well, you know what? You guys are doing some phenomenal work, and honestly, your story says it all. Let's make sure that the audience understands what brought you to Seattle and why you guys said you guys needed to do a platform like this.
Well, what brought us to Seattle was for Anthony's job. So we got up here and it was May of 2019, and we were kind of doing some things in the summer. And around October, we stopped having family and friends visit us, and we were like, okay, we need to get out and explore this new area. But we were kind of nervous. We were like, where are the Black people, and where will we feel most comfortable going? And no matter how much we Googled it, researched it, we really couldn't find that information. So we said, why don't we be that resource for others? Kind of in that.
It's necessary. Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say that we were really inspired by sort of like the green books. At the time we was asking those questions, we were like, man, wouldn't it be awesome to have like a green book of today? And so
So we started.
You know, it is necessary, and especially for a place like Seattle, because we have so many people that move here from different states, different places across the world. I mean, there is a robust nature of jobs here, and when you're in certain markets, it brings about people from all over, and particularly Black folks. And you know, I've talked to folks over at Microsoft, Google. I mean, they talk about retention oftentimes when it comes to Black staff, because ultimately, you know, if people don't feel that there's a thriving culture here for them, if they don't know where to go get their hair done, get their nails done, go to the barber shop, like where can I find, if I just want some soul food, like back home, you know, there's all these things that are real and they're about daily life experiences for folks. So you guys have been traveling all throughout Seattle. Tell us about some of the spots you guys have hit.
Oh, wow. So right now we have about 86 episodes. So we've been to a lot of places, and we know there's so much more to see.
So much more.
Probably some of our favorite would definitely have to be sort of places in the city. The Space Needle, kind of cool, iconic spot that we checked out.
Let's say Anthony loves museums. I'm getting better at the museums for myself, but we love the Mohai, Mopop. Just those are cool places to go, like on the weekends when you're just like sitting around. We liked Ocean Shores. It was nice. You know, we're from Missouri, so in the Midwest, there's no oceans, there's no beaches. So it was nice just being able to go to the ocean, drive on the beach. So it was really cool and interesting. Where else?
It's been so many. Definitely Ocean Shores was a favorite.
We've done like some hiking.
Mount Rainier. We want to go back up there. The first time we went there, we didn't dress appropriately. So that's our Midwest side coming out. So we had to turn around. But
we didn't know there was be snow in November. I don't know why we didn't realize that, but that was really fun. The little islands like Bainbridge, Vashon Island, those are really cool to check out also.
Well, you know, it's a great thing that you guys can be like, look, you know, where we're from, there's not a lot of water. And then you guys come to a place where there's water all over the place, honestly. And, you know, I'm always talking about how beautiful Seattle is from a standpoint of like a filmmaker, right? My mind always goes to film, and I see pictures and everything around us. And the fact that we have so much beautiful scenery that doesn't get captured for major motion pictures, ultimately, I think is a disservice to the entire industry. So I love that you guys are showcasing this, and we're going to set this up real quick because you guys also just recently went to a Kraken game. We're going to just show this clip and let you guys talk about it right after.
Welcome to Traveling While Black in Seattle.
Hey, what's up? I'm Anthony, this is my wife Marlie, and welcome to another episode of Traveling While Black in Seattle.
Yes, welcome back everyone. And as a brief reminder, our show is based on our experiences in and around Seattle. And we base those experiences off of how good of a drive it was, how much fun we had, and most importantly, how comfortable do we feel as Black people visiting for the first time? So 2021 marks the inaugural season of the Seattle Kraken, the city's newest professional sports team and the first NHL franchise team. So we wanted to make sure that we checked out a game for their first season.
Yep. And even though Mars and I come from a city that has a passionate NHL fan base, shout out to the St. Louis Blues, surprisingly, I have never been to an NHL game. So, beyond the chance of checking out the new home team, I was beyond excited to get to experience my first professional hockey game.
And I am happy I got to experience that with you as well. And I'm happy that you all get to experience it with him too.
Yep. So, without further ado, let's get it cracking.
Yeah. And check out the episode and as always, let us know what you think.
We headed to Climate Pledge Arena to check out the home team, Seattle Kraken, take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Drive grade. It was a 17-minute drive for us to get to Climate Pledge Arena's downtown location. Believe it or not, that's only a little over 3 miles away.
Yes, it does seem a little long, that short of a drive, but that's normal in Seattle. The game start time was 6 p.m., so leaving around 4, it's not surprising we did run into a little bit of traffic in the heart of downtown.
Overall, the drive wasn't really bad, just not great. What we will warn you about is the parking. If you want to park close, it's expensive. If you don't mind walking a little ways, it's still expensive, but a little more reasonable. The point is, you're gonna pay.
Yeah, considering that and the fact that the arena is called the Climate Pledge Arena, we should note that there are public transit options that are twice as energy efficient as private cars.
Message!
For drive grade, we give a 3 out of 5. Level of fun. Finding Climate Pledge Arena is not hard at all, as it is right next to the iconic Space Needle. When you purchase your tickets online like we did, you access your ticket on your phone that's scanned at the door. The first action for us once we got in was to grab some Kraken gear, so to really embrace the experience. After that, we were ready to find our seats.
Even though we were pretty high up, the view of the game wasn't bad at all. The atmosphere was crazy during the pregame introductions. As for the game, it was really cool seeing a professional hockey game in person for sure, but the home team started to get beat down.
Yeah, the game didn't turn out quite too well for the home team, but still, we had a great time and really enjoyed the overall atmosphere.
As for this visit to a Seattle Kraken game, we give level of fun a 5 out of 5. Comfortability for black people. Now, we know that there is a perception that black folks don't play hockey. And currently, there are only 26 black players in the NHL. But one of the dopest things that we noticed at the Kraken game was the visibility of black faces.
Yes, from the national anthem to the individuals working for the arena, and even though it wasn't many by any means, we did see a couple other black fans attending the game. Everyone at the game and working for the arena were friendly and approachable. We felt comfortable and it felt like the franchise had a lot to do with it. We definitely recommend checking out a Kraken home game. For comfortability for black people, we give it a 5 out of 5.
Oh my God. I absolutely adore this, you guys. I adore it. Now, I got to say, I mean, of course, I'm going to get to you guys, but I went to a Kraken game and I actually agree with you guys' scorecard. I got to tell you, because I felt comfortable. There was some, like Nashville hot chicken sandwiches available. Not to say that everybody got to eat fried chicken, but I'm just saying there was like something that was like, okay, it's not all like, okay, what is this food? Or it's just kind of like the plain old things that you would expect. Yeah. So they have done a great job. Plus, I think the arena itself actually was impeccable, right? I mean, they have that whole environmental wall. I was really actually impressed with the stadium itself. So you guys did a great job there. I agree with you guys. So overall, you guys enjoyed yourselves.
Oh, absolutely.
Loved it.
Yeah, it was fun. Like you said, the arena alone is an experience in itself. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's always fun just going to like sports games in general, just that energy, and it feels like things are getting a little bit back to normal. So it was really fun. I'll go back.
Yeah. Again. That's what I said. I actually told the people that invited me, I said, when do I get to come back? Because I have never watched hockey, but I gotta say, I was on it. I mean, when they start like going, they're doing their chant or whatever, I was getting up out of my seat. I was like rooting for the home team. You start to feel that. It's like, it's something that is infectious almost inside of the arena, where it's like, oh man, now's our time to get up. Like now we're gonna, you know what I mean? And so I was there with somebody who has season tickets, and it was hilarious because he's like, oh man, here comes this guy. He's got such a bad attitude. He's always, and later on, because I'm like, man, when are they gonna fight?
Yeah.
I was like, when are they gonna fight? And he was like, no, trust me, they're gonna do it. And sure enough, the same guy that he called out for a bad attitude, man, he threw down his stuff, man. They started going at it. Did you guys get to witness a fight while y'all were there?
We didn't see any fights, but we did see a couple guys go to the penalty box. So that was cool. Not the fights. No.
And some fans, like when people were near the glass or the plastic, they would like hit the glass. I was like, oh, whoa, what's going on here? But it's pretty intense.
It was intense, definitely. We did. So growing up in St. Louis, watched St. Louis Blues hockey, and I always, for some reason, had some weird type of attraction to the Zamboni. So I think we, for some reason, got really excited when we seen the Zamboni.
Yeah, he got excited when he saw Zamboni. I was like, I didn't even know what Zamboni was until he's like, there it is. I thought it was a person,
but they even made that into a spectacle. They had some lady on there just waving.
Cleaning up the ice, right?
I guess, yeah.
I was really impressed because I didn't realize how much of a production it was, right? Like, I mean, they have all those folks coming out and they're on the ice skates, but they're just shoveling up that ice real quick, and they're like, oh man, like you're right. It's another part of the game. You guys, I gotta say something here because your production value is top notch. Tell us a little bit about what got you saying, you know what, we're gonna do it in this way, because you guys it's really phenomenal.
Well, thank you. Well, thanks a lot. Really appreciate that. So that was sort of an aim when we started the show, was we wanted to make sure that our videos were sort of higher quality. So kind of all the production we sort of taught ourselves. It was self-taught over the years and leading up to that moment we was going to do the show. But we wanted to make sure that we kept that high quality presentation, because, just personally, when you watch things on YouTube or anything, you get it's easier to digest, and it doesn't really take away from the story you're trying to tell. So we appreciate that people notice that. Absolutely.
Well, I definitely did. I mean, right off the bat, I'm like, ooh, this looks real good. You guys got some high quality cameras. Okay, so before I let you go, I'm gonna give you guys the opportunity to tell people how to follow you and everything, but I gotta say, when can Trey Holiday come on, man? I need to be in the back seat. I need to be traveling while Black with you guys. I'm definitely ready to be in one of these episodes. I love it so much. You guys' concepting is off the charts.
Thank you.
You guys tell me when I can join.
That's definitely got to be in the works. So we're gonna get on that right now.
Definitely.
Well, look right there, you guys, and tell people how they can follow up with you guys. Obviously, thank you so much for bringing your content to Converge, and welcome to the Converge Media family. We welcome you with open arms. You guys are both phenomenal, and let folks know how they can find your content.
All right, thank you so much. So you can basically find us at TWB Seattle. So that's on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. And then on Facebook, just Traveling While Black in Seattle. And then on YouTube, Traveling While Black in Seattle. I think that's...
And actually starting pretty soon, you can find our older episodes right here on Converge. So that's going to be something new for us too. Yeah. So the newer episodes, definitely you can check out YouTube. The older ones you found right here on Converge.
Yeah. We get to go through the 86. I mean, you guys are kicking it up a notch.
I can't believe it.
Thank you so much for what you're doing. As a Seattleite myself, I gotta tell you that you guys are really setting the bar and setting the tone for people to understand we have a lot of great things to experience here throughout the city. And there's things in South King County too. We may have to hit it up. I mean, there's this whole platform. I'm over here and I'm like, I love this. Omari was showing me this scorecard piece, and I was just like, they are hitting the mark. They are hit. Thank you guys so much. Anthony, Marlie, thank you so much for being with me today.
Thank you so much for having us.